Can you explain the hadith, the people most tested, they are the prophets, then the next best, then the next best. A man is put into a trial according to his religion. Why are some non-Muslims or even atheists sometimes more severely than some believers? How do you reconcile this hadith with the reality of the life on earth? Yeah, so basically what this hadith basically means is this. Look, think of it this way. If you have like free reign, you got free reign now. You can do anything you want, right? You can wake up anytime you want, you can sleep anytime you want, you can eat when you want, anything. Now all of a sudden, you get a job. And on Monday, you have to go for the job 9 o'clock in the morning, and you have to finish no earlier than 5 o'clock in the evening, right? And you have to do this for 5 days a week, and you have to be there on time. And at work, you have to do your work. You can't check your phone. You can't check your own personal emails or social media. You have to do everything within your breaks for your personal issues, and you must, complete a certain amount of work throughout the day. Now you see, this itself, this is very, very difficult on people, because when you're restricted, when you're bound by restrictions, you find things very, very difficult to do, because you have to maneuver around these rules and laws. So therefore, what would you say? You would say this person, if there's two people, one person continuing his life, waking up when he wants and eating when he wants, you say the person who actually has to go work would be in more of a testing situation than the other person. And I think that this hadith actually is referring to this idea that in Islam, we are bound by rules, more rules than other people who don't believe in Islam. And we have to maneuver our entire life within this. So our day, we have to structure it around our 5 times prayer. We have to, sort our diet out. We have to respect our parents and neighbors and all of that. We have to financially support those who are in need of support and so forth. So this is the test. Prophets are the ones that are the most tested, because they come not only to apply this, but also to implement it in the people as well, right? To disseminate the knowledge of this to the people and convince them. That's why this is considered very difficult for them. And then the people who are obviously standing up against the truth, against the falsehood, standing up for the truth, they are tested. And you see this around the world. People are tested. People who stand up for the truth. This is what happens. So when the hadith says that the prophets are tested, and then those who believe. Now, this does not mean that non-Muslims will not be tested. Definitely, non-Muslims will get cancer. Non-Muslims will have, their own restrictions that they have to abide by. Yeah, but it's like those restrictions are just worldly restrictions. We actually have restrictions which we believe to be objective and hereafter consequences of those restrictions. Yeah, so this is why we are actually see ourselves as we live in a state where we have this fear and we also have this hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.